Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We thought we'd sit down and do a video today about where we actually sit down and plan our trip to kind of give you guys a little bit insight on how we go about planning what parks we go to each day when we go to Disney World and things like that. So before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new, and drop a like and a comment down below if you enjoy the video. So let's dive on into this. So normally we're planning for, like, the last two trips we've been planning for 5 days, and the trip before that was 10 days. And we were also generally, except with the exception of September, we were also planning, or attempting to plan, like, where we wanted to eat.
Yes.
Because we had the dining plan. Since we don't have the dining plan because of this whole thing going on.
Mm-hmm. And likely not fast passes either.
Likely not fast passes. That makes this a really short and more simple process.
Very much.
Yeah. So our flight will leave, so we're leaving on a Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday through Sunday. It'll be 6 days. December 1st through the 6th. Our flight leaves at 5:45 a.m. from Denver. It's a little early.
Sounds early, but it's really not that bad. We leave early flights most of the time anyway.
All of them have been about 6:45.
Yeah. So
yeah, this is an hour earlier.
Yeah, it's really not too terrible. And since it's just going to be the two of us, I'm not as worried about it.
Yeah. No. Because we won't have to try to get the baby back to sleep and stuff like that. Because especially at this age, he's not going to want to go back to sleep very easily.
Exactly. So
yeah, 5:45 a.m. the flight will leave. It's about a 3.5-hour flight. So we will land in Orlando in MCO, Orlando International, at about 11:20 a.m. their Orlando time.
Yep. And so then, if we play our cards right and we don't mess around in the airport,
which, I mean, usually it's just to stop to get Aiden something to eat, because we can go without food, he can't.
That, and I can just grab something to eat as I'm walking too. Whereas with Aiden, we have to sit down and eat. So if I'm hungry, we can stop
at that McDonald's that's right next to the
gates
and
grab some fries, and I can eat it as I walk, and that's no problem. It was with Aiden, we have to sit down and feed him. So.
Yes, we do. So. But yeah, so the flight lands at about 11:20. We should be able to be at our resort by 2-ish, depending on how Magical Express does. We should be able to be there around 2, or maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, it just depends on how, and so much of this is up in the air right now, because the parks are just reopening. Mm-hmm. So come December, things might change a little bit, but we're going to play it as if most things are as normal, with the exception of fast passes and dining, because we know for sure those things have been canceled through the end of the year.
Yes.
So otherwise, we're just going to play everything else as if it's normal, and it's going to be the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, we should absolutely be at a resort by 2. That should not be a problem.
Yep. Which then means we should be able to get into our room probably about that time. They're usually ready pretty early.
Yeah, and they're asking to do online check-in anyway right now. So if we can online check-in and everything goes okay, unlike last time where nothing went right.
Yeah, it was weird.
We should be able to just go to a room. But we also may not need to. If it's just going to be you and me, we could drop off our carry-on
with the bellhops
at baggage claim and just go to the parks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if our room's not ready, we'll just go straight over. Because we will do Animal Kingdom again the first day, because that's generally a good half-day park for us.
Yeah, and since
there's not as much for us to do,
and since we won't have Aiden, because the other reason that we were going to do full-day park for Animal Kingdom was so Aiden could do the boneyard and things like that.
Yeah, and the safari and. Yeah,
but since that's not really a thing anymore because he's not with us, then it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're going to play in Animal Kingdom.
Yep, and we should, if we get to the resort at 2, we'll probably be able to get to the park right around between 2 and 3, most likely. So, we'll have 3 until park closing, whenever that happens to be. Yeah. Usually it's about 9, but they might adjust our hours.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what things are going to look like right now. So
yeah, but at the very least, we'll be able to go for at least a couple hours and get a couple of rides in or something, maybe.
Yep. So top of the list is Everest, right?
Yep, Expedition Everest we wanted to do. You wanted to do...
I want to do the safari.
The safari. Was it Primeval Whirl was the one that you wanted to try?
That
little kind of kiddie coaster thing? Not kiddie coaster, but...
It's not, yeah, that's the...
Mouse coaster.
Yeah, it's a mousetrap coaster.
Yeah, that's one that you had kind of wanted to try.
I can't spell.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then
You're just missing an E in there somewhere. That's fine.
E's eyes, they make the same sound. The other one I wanted to do, possibly if they're even doing it, is Conservation Station and doing the train.
Oh, Rafiki's Planet Watch that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. If we ended up having time, I would like to do Dinosaur, but that's not a make or break thing for me. I don't have to ride Dinosaur. I just, at some point, this trip or maybe the next trip, I would like to ride Dinosaur. I think that would be fun.
Well, and that's the other thing, is there's no fast passes, and they're open. Well, we don't know what December is going to look like,
right.
But if they're opening at limited capacity, we should have no problem
getting onto more rides.
Getting onto our rides, because we should be able to pretty much get on our ride with a 20-minute wait, maybe, and then move on. Yeah. So it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. And for dining and everything, we're probably just going to like kind of decide as we go. We do want to, like, yes, we're going to do mostly, because we don't have the dining plan anymore, we're going to do mostly quick service because it's cheaper.
That, and because it's just the two of us, there's not really
It's easy for us to just grab something and go.
Yeah, we can just keep going. If we need to take a break, we can find a place to sit down and take a break. Yeah. But we're not having to sit down with Aiden and make sure he's eating and get him settled and stuff like that. So it's just us. We can just grab and go.
So mostly we'll just do quick service.
I was thinking here, there's that restaurant in Pandora. That's supposed to be really good.
Satuli Canteen?
Yes. I wanted to see if we can.
And that's actually, Satuli Canteen has cheeseburger pods, which fun fact, I actually made some of those last week, and they were really good.
So, I want to try.
That's how I've been kind of keeping myself sane. I've been making some Disney recipes, so.
But I do want to try.
Satuli Canteen.
Satuli Canteen.
Yeah, we can do that.
Try some of that stuff out.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
For my
Moving
birthday.
on, that's Tuesday. So then Wednesday, the 2nd, will be Anna's birthday. Birthday. Did you almost write birthday instead of birthday?
No, I wrote the F before the R.
Oh, Bifferday? Something? I don't know. But yeah, so that'll be Anna's birthday. And what park would you like to go to on your birthday?
I don't know.
It'd be Epcot or Magic Kingdom, because I know it would be one of those two.
Yeah, it'd be one of those two. It's really definitely not Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard because I really, like, I know what, it depends, I guess.
Okay.
If we can get reservations for California Grill.
Yes.
Magic Kingdom, because that's going to be the easiest trip for us.
Right. So that was the plan for dinner. On the 2nd, for her birthday, was to have dinner at California Grill. Especially if, for those of you who don't know, California Grill is at the top of the Contemporary Resort, which is walking distance to Magic Kingdom. There's a walking path that goes there. And my intention was that if at this point, if they are doing the fireworks show, was to have dinner around the time of the fireworks so that we can get some good seats up there and get a really good view of the fireworks. Because I think Auntie Jess, when they were up there, They were able to get a seat next to the windows and said that it was a really great view of the fireworks. So that's the plan for dinner that day. Hopefully. Yeah,
but they also may not be doing a fireworks show at that point.
Yes.
Because right now they're canceled. So this, I think, is going to be kind of an up in the air day. So I would say Magic Kingdom if we can get California Grill and they're doing fireworks.
Right.
Oh, I just switched those letters. Fireworks. But on the flip side of that, if that's not the option, I want to do Epcot and do Nine Dragons.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep. Nine Dragons is the restaurant that we ate at in China on our anniversary of the first time we were there.
I just really like Chinese food.
Yes, we both did. And it was really good. So. The waiter was really nice. He kept coming up and asking if I liked the beer. He didn't ask if I liked the food. He kept coming up and asking how the beer was. And I was like, it's good. It's good. You've asked that like 4 times now.
So I think this is going to be kind of just an up in the air day for us because I don't know quite what I want to do. And it's going to depend on getting closer and finding out what's reopening and what they're doing.
Right. Exactly.
So
okay.
Let's skip that day for now because we really can't.
Well, we can do it. That'll be it'll be either an Epcot or a Magic Kingdom day.
Yes.
So we know one of those two. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then the next day, the 3rd, Thursday? Yeah, that'd be Thursday.
Do you want to make that a Hollywood Studios day? Because depending on...
Yeah, let's make that Hollywood Studios so that we don't run into, like, if we do Magic Kingdom and we decide on Magic Kingdom on the 4th, then we don't have, like, or something like that.
I was going to say let's make it a Hollywood Studios day just because depending on the night, it might be kind of a late night for us and we can use that day to sleep in. So that might be a good day to do Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
What is there in Hollywood Studios that we really care about?
We want to do Rise of the Resistance. And Smuggler's Run. We didn't want to do that one.
Well,
I will, at the very least, I will do it and see if you would get...
If I would vomit all over the place.
Yes. And then Slinky Dog Dash.
Slinky.
Toy Story Mania.
Toy Story Mania.
Is there anything else we need to do? If they're doing fireworks shows, I would like to do Fantasmic, but that's not a huge deal.
Yeah, I don't know about... So let's just put Fantasmic question mark.
Okay.
Pending other things, I'd like to do Tower of Terror.
Okay, I will let you go on Tower of Terror.
By myself.
By yourself.
What if I can't go on it next trip? Not like this one, but like the after trip, and Aiden really wants to go on it.
When he's big enough to ride it?
Yeah. What if he's big enough the next trip? You don't know. So maybe you should get it out of the way by doing it on this trip so that you know what to expect and you aren't as scared when it comes to riding it with Aiden.
No. That's what I was going to think. If he asks me and he wants to go on something but won't go on it unless I go on it with him, that would be a different story.
Well, he wouldn't be able to go on it by himself even if he's tall enough because he's not old enough. So what I'm saying is you should
I know,
really...
but I'm waiting until we get to that point is what I'm saying. If that's the ride he wants to go on, then I will go on it with him that time. Okay. I'm not going to voluntarily do it myself.
You're not fun. Okay.
Is there anything else there?
There's really not.
No,
and,
I don't think so.
And food-wise, I don't think there's enough there for us to really
no,
like...
I mean, we could go to, what is it, Ronto Roasters. That's in Star Wars.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's in Galaxy's Edge. Or, I mean, there is some good food in Hollywood Studios. It's just you have to be able to find it.
I'm just gonna write Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah, close enough. Okay,
all right.
So then the next day would be the 4th, which would be Friday. Where are we going?
Let's do it.
And yes, this is usually how this goes. Usually it's just me going, okay, what are we doing this day? And then I let her decide because she likes planning things.
I do like planning things. The like monetary part of it stresses me out, but like the actual day-to-day is, I like that stuff. That
Yes,
stuff's
so
fun to
I
me.
take care of all the financial stress and she takes care of all the planning.
So let's do Epcot because we,
Okay.
in theory, would not have had an Epcot day if our
Possibly
original
not
plan.
have an Epcot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do Epcot and we'll Magic Kingdom and then we'll take our 6th day to do whatever
Okay.
we feel like we missed on.
So on the 4th, we will do Epcot then. Okay.
Epcot, and I'm going to write Magic Kingdom on here just because those are...
For the 5th?
Yep.
Okay, so that Saturday the 5th would be at Magic Kingdom. Okay, what at Epcot do we want to make sure we do?
Frozen.
Frozen Ever After. We love Frozen Ever After. It's such a fun little ride.
Remy. Because Remy should be open.
Yes, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, I think.
So I really want to
That
do
should
that.
be open, and yes, I really want to do that one as well.
I want to just because it's one of those rides that everybody's like, you really haven't gone on it? We really should do Soarin'.
Yeah, and again, that will also depend on how Smuggler's Run went.
Yeah,
and if you were able to ride it.
There's several...
Because if you're able to ride Smuggler's Run, then you should be able to ride Soarin'. Mm-hmm. So it's a good thing that we're doing Smuggler's Run first.
Yes. What else is up there? Let's see. We are not doing Mission Space because that's... No.
No, we don't need to do Mission Space. We really like Living with the Land. We could do Live with the Land again.
Yeah.
That always has like
I
a
was gonna
5-minute
say.
wait.
Unless it's raining.
Yeah, unless it's raining because then everybody goes inside. And that's when Living with the Land and
Figment.
Figment and the Three Caballeros.
Yeah, and Three Caballeros.
Yeah. That's when those 3 rides start to pile up a little bit, is when it's raining and people want to get inside out of the rain. I mean, you're in Florida, you should expect rain. It's getting a little windy outside.
I know we're getting ready to have another monsoon. All right.
What else?
Also, pending other things, I need a margarita.
Okay.
Margarita.
So if you don't get pregnant by that point, then we can get you a margarita. Yes. Otherwise, I guess I'm having the margaritas. I don't like margaritas.
It's because you're weird and don't like tequila. Tequila's delicious.
I don't like tequila. I would rather have sake or rum or, I mean, heck, give me bourbon before tequila.
I'll drink tequila straight by itself, no salt, no lime.
I've done that before. It was gross.
It's the best.
Okay. So you want to get a margarita.
Is there anything else that's really high up on our list? Because so we're not doing food and wine, so our normal food and wine options are not going to be there.
Mm-hmm. If they're doing the festivals, we would be there in theory for the Festival of the Holidays.
In theory.
Yes. And so if that's going on, then yes, we'll go around and get some snacks and stuff like that.
Otherwise, though, is there anything up on the list of things that we want to eat?
Not really. I know we really like Katsudo Grill, but we also want to try some of the other stuff.
Yes.
Because they have some really good food in Epcot. So I'd say that one we'll just leave up in the air. We'll use like Katsudo Grill or the Sun and Hill up in Mexico as like a backup plan if we can't really find anything that sounds good at the time.
Okay.
But other than that, we can just walk around, and if we walk past, Italy, and that restaurant looks like it would be good, then we'll go in there.
I like pasta.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, the only other thing that I want to do is to make sure, but it's something we do anyways, to make sure to go through Japan, 'cause depending on how well my Japanese is coming. So
I was gonna say that's just like a.
That's also something we just kind of do anyway. Is we'll walk through the Mitsukoshi shop and look around, and we always make sure to get a new pair of chopsticks every time.
Yep.
It's become our new collector's thing, just collecting chopsticks.
Yeah, I like getting those.
Okay.
Even though I'm not really great at them. But
so
anything else that's up there?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other rides that are out there that we've just not done. Test Track?
Oh, yeah, we do want it. We should try Test Track at some point. See how we can write that down there. And depending on how crowded the parks are and everything, we might be able to get on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been broken every time we've gone by, apparently. So.
Or if it's not broken, it's raining, so they've closed it.
Yes, because it goes outside.
Or it's been so busy that the lines are so long, so we've not done it.
Mm-hmm. Spaceship Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Well, nope, it should be closed.
We don't... It's like... There's some reports saying that the refurbishment has been put off. Mm-hmm. And then there's some reports saying that it's still going. So we'll put it on the list. If it's open, we do it. If it's not open, we don't do it.
Then we don't do it. Okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Okay. The next day, on Saturday, the 5th, we will do Magic Kingdom. What are some of the things we want to make sure we do at Magic Kingdom? And these are also, between that Epcot day and this Magic Kingdom day, these will also depend on the first day on her birthday on the 2nd, which park we'll go to, because we'll split some of the things that we want to do up into that one, depending on where we are.
Yes. So, Magic Kingdom, Haunted Mansion.
Yep, we always want to do Haunted Mansion, Pirates.
Pirates.
I was really hoping that Tron would be open, but it doesn't open until next year. So I'm sad, because I really want to ride that one.
Tom Sawyer's Island. We need to bite the bullet and...
We need to try to get out to Tom Sawyer Island, yes. Try to get a snack out there or something, because supposedly that's really good.
And then Big Thunder, Splash.
Big Thunder and Splash, yeah, because we haven't ridden Splash together.
Mountains. I'm just going to write mountains.
Mountains, yeah, it works.
Because we're going to... I would like to...
Oh, also Space Mountain.
Yes, just do all three.
Yeah.
Big Thunder, Splash, and
Space. Mm-hmm.
So I'll just write mountains on there.
Okay.
I need a shirt that says the mountains are calling and has the... I really need that shirt.
Yeah, the mountains are calling. Let's see, what else is there that we want to do? Do we want to get a cinnamon roll at Gaston's?
Yeah, well, that'll probably be like, we usually do that like breakfasty thing, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll have breakfast at Gaston's Tavern.
Gaston.
If on her birthday we also went to Magic Kingdom, we probably also had a cinnamon roll at Gaston's that day. They're absolutely delicious.
They are.
It's just like the best thing ever.
What else?
Let's see. What else do we like to do in Magic Kingdom?
What are some things we haven't done that we should do? I think Magic Kingdom is one of the ones we've done the most in.
I think so.
We've covered most of our bases there.
Yes. We haven't ridden things like the Barnstormer or Dumbo or things like that, or the Magic Carpets. But
you're not into Dumbo. That would be solely for the kids. So
yeah,
I'm gonna leave that off the list for this trip.
Maybe
just
do
because,
that next time when he's with us.
Yeah, but Barnstormer is one we could do.
Yeah, we can probably do Barnstormer. Nice little kid coaster.
I tried to write an S at the end of that.
Barnstormers.
Like Transformers, robots,
barn homes in disguise. I don't know.
What else is there that we've not done? We have not done Tomorrowland Speedway, but I don't know if it's open now, isn't it?
I think so, because they had closed it because they tore down part of it for Tron.
Do you want to do that? It's just go-karts.
I don't necessarily care about that.
Okay.
I think when Aiden's a little older, it'd be more fun.
For him, yeah.
But for us, it's just go-karts.
Yeah.
We could do that down at Urban Air.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much in Magic Kingdom that we haven't done.
Yeah.
Because we spend a lot of time in Magic Kingdom. Same with Epcot. We spend so much time in each of those parks.
Maybe going on the riverboat?
We could try going on the riverboat, maybe.
It's always closed whenever we think about it. But then, like, we're in a different part of the park, or like around the corner.
I was gonna say we walk down and around the corner,
and there's people on it. But then, like, we come up and it's like it's closed. I'm like, okay, cool. Guess not. Yeah.
Do you want to do any sorcerers?
We can do that.
Just kind of intermittently.
Right, because this would. It is possibly our second Magic Kingdom day.
Right.
So we may have knocked out some of these things that are like not mandatory. Well, like Tom Sawyer, Barnstormer, Riverboat. Maybe we knock those out the first day.
Right.
So then we can just ride our favorite ones that we love, like Haunted Mansion
and Pirates
Pirates. And so then we have a free afternoon.
Right. Yeah.
So I think Sorcerers is kind of maybe a given. We'll take our stuff with us and...
Yeah, my massive pile of cards over there.
Yeah, we should figure out something with us.
I need to get together with Jess and
trade them out.
Complete our collections.
So, but
maybe we can do some pin hunting and stuff too while we're doing that.
I think that's kind of a given too. Which right now they're not doing pin trading on cast member lanyards. They're doing it only on the boards.
That would make sense.
Just to maintain social distancing.
Yep.
So.
I was just thinking of something.
Sorry. And I think some of those other little rides that we do, like Small World, that stuff will
if it has a short enough wait, we'll hop on it. If not, then it's not that big. There's some of them that if we miss them, it's not the biggest deal.
Yeah, Small World's one of those we mostly do for Aiden, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like the end of the world for us if we lose it.
Haunted Mansion and Pirates and like the mountains are the ones that like if we miss those ones, that's when we're a little upset that we missed.
Yeah. So
like for me, Haunted Mansion, like I need to get my Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think that's pretty good. Like the rest of it's just as we go if we see something.
Right.
Especially like if they do indeed keep fast passes completely gone through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Then we should have no trouble being able to get on all these rides.
Right.
Fast pass really inhibits you from being able to hit everything. So
right.
I think we should be able to get through a lot more than we think.
Yep. Okay, the last day number 6, will be Sunday. I think this one also would depend on whether the second was a Magic Kingdom or an Epcot day. And so that's another one that's going to be either Magic Kingdom or Epcot.
Yep, it'll just depend. It'll be the opposite of whatever the second was, because it will be our like catch-up day for anything. And it doesn't. And I don't even know that it matters that so much. But like, if we do 2 Epcot days and only 1 Magic Kingdom day, but then there was things in Epcot we wanted to do one more time or see again, we might do an Epcot day that last day. That's kind of our.
That one's kind of one that we always just kind of play it by ear. We had decided to start doing a tradition this last trip where our final day we went to Magic Kingdom to ride Haunted Mansion, get some pictures in front of the castle. We rope dropped Magic Kingdom. We get some pictures in front of the castle, ride Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And get breakfast at Gaston's Tavern. And then spent the rest of our final day at Epcot. But since the park hopper won't be a thing, possibly won't be a thing,
yeah,
we won't be able to do that.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, in theory, we could park hop all of this.
Normally we'd be able to.
But we may not be able to because you have to reserve your spot in the park.
Yes.
Which is also makes all of this up in the air even further because for all we know, on that particular day, we may not be able to get a reservation for that park.
Right.
So this is just let's cross our fingers and hope.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything is at this point. But regardless, that final day will either be Epcot or Magic Kingdom. And then we will fly out. Our Magical Express will probably end up leaving around like 5:30-ish. Usually it leaves about 4 hours early, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like. So about 5:30 because our flight will leave at 9:30 p.m. from Orlando. And we'll land back, and it is a nonstop flight, thankfully, and we'll land back in Denver at 11:40 Denver time. It's about a 4-hour flight. So this is just generally how we start out our planning process. The next step, and typically what we would have done as we were going through this, is we would have been looking at My Disney Experience and looking at the hours for the park, what days had extra magic hours or special events
and things like that, and we would start picking based on that.
Yeah.
The other thing that we kind of do when we pick our days is also fast passes and what we're trying to fast pass. So we try to put Hollywood Studios towards the end of our trip because Slinky Dog Dash is impossible to get.
And Smuggler's Run, now that they have fast passes for that.
Yeah, they're really hard to get fast passes for.
Yes.
So if you put them at the end of your trip,
it's usually a little easier to get fast passes.
You can get fast passes easier, and when you book fast passes, you start at the end of your trip and book inward.
Work your way backwards, yeah.
Because those harder to get fast passes.
And that way, if you get to the day that you wanted to be at Hollywood Studios instead, if there's fast passes available, you can grab those and then cancel your other fast passes later in the week. Or keep both of them and you can just ride it twice. That's also a thing.
But, because in theory, it's people who have been there whose trips started before you have already booked for the beginning of your trip.
Right.
And so if you push those hard to get rides out to the end of your trip,
you're more likely to get them.
There's less people in theory booked to those days, so you should get them easier. And that's the thought process behind that. But obviously we can't do any of that because there's no fast passes or times or anything.
Yeah. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I don't think I did. Our last 3 trips we were staying at the All-Star Movies Resort. This time we're staying at Pop Century, so we'll get to see a different resort.
Yeah.
And Anna's excited about because she's only ever been at All-Star. I've been to Caribbean Beach when I was there with my parents and my sister. But they've also completely renovated that. But yeah, so we'll stay at Pop Century, which will be on the Skyliner line.
Which I'm kind of excited for as well, just because then...
Because we wanted to try out the Skyliners and see how well they did.
And hopefully it's a little bit easier to get to some of these parks like Hollywood Studios.
Right.
So.
But yeah, so that's about how we plan our trips. So looks like we kind of got this all planned out. For the most part, like I said, it doesn't take much when you only got 6 days to work with and no fast passes really. You can just list off things that you want to do and
cross your fingers.
Cross your fingers, exactly.
And that's really where we're at right now.
Yeah, is the cross your fingers. That's how it is with everything right now.
So yeah. Guess we're ready, right?
Well,
let's pack our bags.
It's ready. Yeah, as ready as we're ever going to be. Yeah, pack our suitcases right here behind us. It's our nice Mickey Mouse Club suitcase. We'll pack it up. Anyway.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all for joining us this week. We hope to see you back again next week. And as always, don't forget to thank the Phoenicians.